Rebel Nation excited to be joined here by Ole Miss senior soccer player Madisyn Pezzino, who's joining us from Western New York, Grand Island, New York. Feels like a different world than Oxford, Mississippi.
Just a little bit.
Describe it a little bit. What are the differences, and what draws you to a place like Oxford when you're from Western New York?
Well, Oxford's definitely a lot smaller. It takes me like 5 minutes to drive everywhere. Here it's like 30, 40 minutes, depending on where I'm going. But the Oxford community is amazing, and there's no other place like it. So
You ever been up to Norwood, where Coach Mott's from? That's basically Canada.
I I have been to Canada, but I don't think I've been to where he's from. But I mean, he's been in Niagara Falls, so like we kind of know, you know.
It's Western New York's its kind of own place. It's not New York City. Everything else kind of there's a lot more similarities and people drawn to that kind of
Right.
stuff. Uh, I have to ask you, in high school, 73 goals in a season, 251 in your career. Those are both New York State records. Was playing high school fun for you, or was it just mundane?
High school soccer was so much fun for me. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Uh, so many fun memories, especially being able to play with everybody that I grew up with, from middle school all the way to high school and stuff like that. So it was definitely a lot of fun. A lot of
Where
good.
are the highlights, Pez? I spent like an hour looking for them. This would be like
Really?
Reggie Bush High School or Zion Williamson. Where are these highlights at? I need to see them.
Okay, well, I have a few videos that I could send you if you really wanted them.
It feels like it would be. I don't know if you would score 251 goals in practice over a season. That just feels like a massive number.
It took
I,
a
I could
while.
be
It
crazy.
took a while.
You start your career at Florida State, transfer in, and I'm sure that first year becoming a major player as a sophomore in the SEC was tough on you. And
Mhm.
then you had to make the adjustments as a junior. Now you kind of probably have the lay of the land as you go into your senior year. What are some things you've learned about what it takes to be successful in the SEC?
Yeah, it was definitely difficult. I learned a lot along the way, but I think just staying confident and like believing in my strengths and what I have to offer, is like really important to me to be able to play my game and the game that I know. So I think that was something that I learned a lot along the way. So
And now you have Taylor Radecki making the exact same trip you made, the same path
yeah.
that Julia Phillips made before you. What's some of the wisdom you can impart on her?
Well, one, I'm really excited to meet her. I've talked to her a few times, but some advice is just not being afraid to like reach out to people if you need help or whatever. When I first came, I was like really nervous to like ask people things, but once I like felt more comfortable and like it was a lot easier to talk to people and like get advice from them and help from them. So like especially the older girls.
Your senior class is certainly special, and I know you guys are disappointed in how last year ended. How are y'all communicating during this time where everything's video chat like we're doing right now or text? How are you guys communicating your goals for what you want to accomplish in your final season?
Right. Well, it definitely has been really difficult, but I think our team has done a really good job of like staying connected. We send each other videos of like workouts to do and soccer drills if somebody's like running out of ideas. And we FaceTime like all the time. I think we all remember kind of how it felt at the end of last season. And with like the type of personalities we have on the team and like the mentality that we have, it's kind of been driving us like through this. So I'm excited to see what the fall is going to be like.
I'm sure it's nice having each other as motivation too, because I've started and ended workouts and diets more frequently in my life over this time. You guys have each other pushing for what y'all want to accomplish at the end.
Yeah, we definitely do. We have soccer buddies, which are like our accountability buddies. So we're definitely keeping in touch with what we've been doing. And now that we're all able to be back on campus, that helps a lot. And that's like really exciting for us. So yeah.
I need a soccer buddy. I'm gonna reach out to Beebs and see if
Yeah.
he'll
Hopefully
motivate me.
he'll definitely help you out. He'll hold you accountable for sure.
I won't tell you what Coach Mott said, but I'll ask you a question. Who has the better left foot, you or Channing?
Oh no. That's such a I can't. We both have very diverse left foot. I don't really know how to say it. Like I don't know. I can't. That's hard to answer.
I bet you I know Channing's answer. So if you want to go ahead and give yourself as an answer, we'll find out.
Channing's probably good. I don't even know what she would say, but yeah.
That's awesome. So
But Matt, does that answer that question?
He prompted it. I didn't ask him that question per se, but he was describing one of you as having the best left foot in the SEC. You'll have to watch the interview to find out.
I guess I'll have to.
So your senior year, athletes across the country really have had a enduring time over these past couple of months. What will it mean for you and your team to finally get back out on the pitch this fall?
Yeah, well, it was really difficult. Like right before spring break, when everything got cut off, we were really flying in spring practice and like connecting really well. So it was tough to not be able to like put that in a game situation. But we've learned a lot about each other and like about ourselves during this time. And I think that we can take that into the fall, and it will be like really good for us to kind of use what we've learned during this whole situation. So it's exciting. I'm really excited.
Certainly. I know I'm excited to see you guys wrap out your careers. Year 3 for you in Oxford, ready to see what you can do. And we'll see. I think in the end, we'll find out who has that better left foot here for both of y'all senior years.
I know. We have an amazing senior class. We all are really diverse. And like, I think we have a really talented and hardworking senior class. So it's going to be a fun one, I think.
Well, appreciate you spending some time with us. Stay safe and safe travels back to Oxford. We're excited to get you back down here.
Thank you. You too.